complete, so let's go ahead and start on this eye before I go ahead and add the lashes and everything. And I also need to add some glitter and stuff in here. So I'm just leaving it like this for now. Let's go ahead and jump right into this one here. So I'm picking up my Tarte Shape Tape and I'm just applying that all over my lid. And I'm just gonna blend that out with a brush. This is the brush I use for my under like my eyebrows and stuff to carve them out. Well, I carve it out with a concealer, obviously. I actually use the LA Girl because I like that applicator. I just use it and draw right on, and then I blend out and buff out with this. Alright, now let's jump into shadow. I'm taking my Morphe M518 brush, and I'm picking up the Huda Beauty, is this the Desert Sky? I think this is the Desert Sky palette, is it? Oh, sorry, Rose Gold palette. And I'm just going to pick up the color Shy in the palette. And I'm going to begin to press this into my lid. This is going to be our transition color, or like almost like a base color for today, just to kind of start everything on up. As soon as I saw this look, I was like, ooh, I have to recreate this. I honestly, right now, I should probably Google it. I don't even know who the artist was who did this on Kylie, but it's for her new collection, her best friend collection with Jordan. And when I saw this, I was like, yo, that is fire. And like the blonde hair and then that inner turquoise tear duct, it just, ooh, it was speaking to me. So I was like, you know what, I gotta do this. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do it because I've done so many colorful looks lately on my channel. And I know that a couple of you had said like to start doing some like easier, simpler, everyday kind of looks. Not that like you can't wear this every day if you wanted to and you had the time, but I know that, you know, not everybody has the time to sit down and do this. Like it takes me like, you know, over an hour sometimes to do this stuff. I mean, give or take like interruptions and stuff, but I know you guys said you wanted easier looks, so I was kind of hesitant to do this. So I took a poll on Instagram and y'all said you wanted this, so here it is. We're doing it. Alright, so we are done with that Huda Beauty palette. We're going to now move along into my new Holy Grail. Y'all know I love this palette, the Take Me to Brazil palette. So I'm just going to pick up this blending brush. I think this is from, what is it called? Vanity something or whatever? I forget. Jesus, whatever. Small fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to pop into this purpley color right here, the lighter purple. And I am going to just begin to press her right on top of that purple we just added. I know that they say you're supposed to, you know, apply your shadows in like a sweeping back and forth motion like this, windshield wipers or whatever. However, I've been watching Mitchell on Instagram, a lot of his posts, and like he taps in first, and I just really like how that applies better, and then I start to blend it out after at the just the edges of it, just because it really deposits the shades right where you want them, and then they're not like, I don't even know what that sound was, whoa, and then they're not like and then they're not like moving all around the place. They're just, you know, staying where you want, and then you can kind of buff them out yourself without looking, you know, hella crazy. I'm actually surprised I'm even using this color because it's a little bit of a satiny kind of finish. Like it's not a matte color. And you guys know, if it's not a matte in the crease, honey, what are you doing? But it worked, so hey. I am now picking up a Morphe 514 and this shade right here, the deeper purpley color. It's almost fuchsia-y purple, but anyways. And then I'm going to pop that closer to my crease, still with that same concept. Just tapping it in, and then we'll go back and blend it all out. And then using an actual BH Cosmetics brush, I'm going to pop into that super dark purple here. And then I'm going to just begin pressing that directly into my crease. And don't worry if it gets on your lid, because we are going to go in with some white concealer and clean this all up, so don't worry. And then just to make sure that purple isn't so harsh, I'm picking up that 514 brush from Morphe again, and I'm just blending those two colors together. Now, picking up my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer and a little flat brush, we are going to cut our crease. I think cutting the perfect crease is like the most tedious part of doing your makeup or doing like an eye look. But it just looks so freaking good when it's all done. So it's like, okay, it's kind of worth it. I just hate how meaty my eyes are. So it's like, ugh, I'm like hitting skin every time. It's like, ugh. And then using just a little angled brush and this NYX palette, this is the Brights palette. I'm just picking up this purple color here. And I'm going to begin to press her right into this inner corner. And you're going to want to go pretty heavy in on packing this, because this shade is so light. Even when you put it on top of this white concealer, it's like, I wish it was a little bit more vibrant, but whatever. I'm working with what I got. And like, this look was completely done with stuff that isn't even released yet, so it just goes to show you can recreate looks. You don't have to go out and buy every damn thing, even though, you know, we all want to. Work with what you got and just, you know, create what you want or what you see that you like, and just work with what you have. And then if there is a palette or something that you come across that like you've got to have, then have it. You know what I mean? But don't feel like you need to continually buy everything. I just find that it's just so aggravating, because like I've said this before, a like makeup collection costs a lot of damn money. So I mean, work with what you got, guys. So I'm just picking up this oval shadow brush. This is from Crown, and then I'm gonna pop into this like fuchsia purple color here. And I'm going to begin to press that into the center of the lid and on top of that lilac color, just a little bit. And if you have to jump back and forth between the two brushes, it's all good. As long as you get that perfect blend. I'm now taking just a flat brush from Essence, and I'm going to pop into that dark color in the BH Cosmetics, mixed with that plum kind of color that we used earlier. And I'm going to begin tapping that right into the outer corner here. Now let's move on to the fun part, to add that pop in the inner tear duct. I'm picking up that turquoise color in the Ultimate Brights palette. And this is on a Morphe, 416 brush. And I'm just going to begin to pop that right into the inner corner here. Kind of placing it on top of that lilac color and in the inner tear duct, just so that they blend together. Now I'm liking how it looks already, but I know I'm going to add some glitter. I have something in mind. I've used it before as an inner highlight, and I loved it, and I'm pretty sure I posted it. I think I posted it. I didn't post a video on it, but I used it for this like mint look that I was inspired by Kylie. She's one of my favorite artists, I think. She just like her videos, shows so much personality in them, and like I feel like she's genuinely herself. But anyways, and the next part would be a liner. Kylie has a liner on. It seems like it's almost like a plum kind of color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of her lipsticks to create that wing liner. So the color I'm going to use is this color, Vixen. It's a pretty, I would say it's like a oxblood, but like still pretty plum. I don't know, I can't even explain the color, but we're going to use that as our liner today. Hopefully this works and turns out exactly how I'm envisioning it to turn out. If not, this whole thing was a waste of time. So I'm just picking up this pointed liner brush from Crown with a little bit of that lipstick on it. Ooh, there's a hair. Yuck. And I'm going to go ahead and start drawing that wing. And I'm starting this wing way smaller than I would regularly want it. And I'm just going to kind of build it up from there. And I'm hating this fucking brush. Sorry guys, I really hated that brush. So I'm just picking up the 9 brush from BH Cosmetics. And this is just a really tiny angle brush. And I am going to begin using this instead. And I am already liking it so much better. And for my lashes today, we are using Velour lashes in the style Winging It. I feel like I need to find a new lash company that I love, because I swear I use Velour all the time. They're like my friggin' favorite. I don't know, they just have like really bomb lashes. Maybe it's because they're Canadian and I'm like low-key biased. I don't know. Like, find me a lash that looks better than this. Find me one. Find me one. And I'll try it. But until then, Velour lashes it is for me, honey. I'm like, these ones, Winging It in particular, I don't know, they just speak to me on so many levels. They just fit my eye perfectly. You know when you just like find a lash that just fits you? Like, these ones just fit me. I used to love Here to Slay. Those ones are like really dope. They were, I think, my first pair that I had. But these Winging It ones, hello. Alright, lashes are on. Let's move to the bottom of these eyes because the tops are finished. Well, for the most part. In this picture here, Kylie doesn't really have like too much going on the under part of the eye. Ooh, I just realized that she did pink on the inside here. I'm wondering if I could switch this up right now. Let's see. I'm gonna just take a little teeny bit of makeup remover and remove just a little tiny bit in the front here where I put that lilac color. I am then gonna, with my favorite little angle kind of corner brush thing, I'm gonna pick up this color here in the BH Cosmetics palette and a little bit of the orangey kind of color, just to kind of create almost a coral kind of color, I guess. And I'm gonna pop that on top. She just changed the world! That, well, sometimes I amaze myself, truly, honestly. Oh my god, whatever happened to him? Does he still make videos? Is Joanne still out here scamming? I don't know what I just did there, but this just, Now let's finish the bottom part of the eye. I'm just going to pick up this Sephora Precision Smudge Brush and that like fuchsia-y, plum purple, I don't know what you want to call it. And I'm just going to begin to press that under right onto the lash line. Like I said, Kylie doesn't have a lot going on down here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I feel like I might need to add a little bit more than her just because I went a little bit more top heavy than her look, I feel like. But we'll see once I see the final thing right now. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to go too like I don't want to deviate too much from what Kylie did. So I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead and do my face. I'm not going to film this because nothing has really changed in my face routine, and I don't want to bore you guys with the same thing over and over again. So when I get back, my face will be done and we will complete these eyes with some glitter, honey. Now on to the moment we have all been waiting for. Well, I have been waiting for. This turquoise looks nice, but it's not as vibrant as I'd want. So we're gonna go ahead now and add that glitter. So with that same little teeny tiny brush, I am picking up this like glittery shade from this stack I have of glitter shadows. And I don't know the color, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna add that right on top, just to make it pop just a tiny bit more. Then to top it all off, I am picking up my Stilla Magnificent Metal. This is in the color Freedom, or is this a Magnificent Metal? No, Shimmer and Glow Liquid Shadow. You guys know I love these guys. These are like my favorite kind of liquid shadow. They always make every eye look incredible. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand here, and with that same brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit and pop that right on top of that shadow. Like, can you say hello, hello? Like this just changes it. Like, vibrancy, nah, but the, whew. All right, the eyes are done. Let me go fix my hair and I will be back with my final look. All right, guys, there you have it. This is the final look. I am obsessed with how this turned out. I think that just adding that pink in the inside made a world of a difference. When it was all purple, it just looked so flat. The pink really brought it forward, and then it also helped with the turquoise. I love that I finished it off with that Freedom. I knew that I needed that. I knew. I was like, this has to go on there. As soon as I saw the look, I was like, yes, this is what's gonna work. So for the most part, I am pretty impressed with how it turned out. My unit right now is looking a little bit crusty, I must admit. I think it's time I get a new platinum blonde wig, and just after throwing this on, I'm like, I'm feeling the color. I really want to get a pixie cut this color, so if you know where I can get one of those, human or synthetic, it doesn't matter, put that in the comment section below, please. But yeah, I love how it turned out. I hope that you guys did too. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, as well as give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And I guess I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.